Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and it is June 7th, and it is 10:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm doing this video to distract me from taking any more trades. um, what do I mean by that? Well, yesterday I fell in the hole, which was Thursday. I fell in the hole a little bit, and then I had to regroup, rethink, and of all things, it was oil that made my money yesterday. So I'm going to go over that trade yesterday, and then I'm going to go over my trade today, which was in the RTY, which is the exact same trade that I took in oil yesterday. And I'm going to show you that same trade setup in gold and why I didn't take it yesterday, even though it worked. And I didn't even look to see if that trade setup happened today. But anyways, I use a phrase some of you may that have not watched my channel before, but I use a phrase called "Have you seen this movie before?" Because I am what I am stating when I say that is that patterns repeat, and they don't just repeat in gold or in oil, they repeat in all the markets. And a good example of that is today. I took a trade in the RTY. I'm going to show that chart here in a minute, which is exactly the trade I took yesterday in oil. And both of them worked. Both of them made my money. Both of them did exactly what they were supposed to do. And yeah. So anyways, I'm going to show those. And because it is Friday and it's June and all that kind of stuff, I don't want to be trading anymore. I want to be happy with my trades. As many of you know, I trade multiple accounts. So when I'm taking one account and I move it forward $300-400, I'm really taking, 5 accounts and moving them forward $300-400. So I don't want to get greedy. Okay, that's not what this is about for me. Okay, so anyways, I'm not trying to hit home runs and walk out of the park, like Hank Aaron. So anyways, let me get you these charts and we'll go over this real quick. Again, I'm doing these videos so that I show you the trades I'm taking, because then, and let me see if you get this. If I do that, then in my mind, in the back of my mind, when I'm trading, I'm thinking to myself, I've got to follow my rules. I've got to follow my rules. I got to follow my rules, so that when I show you the trade on my chart later in a video, I followed my rules. I didn't go cowboy. Okay. So let me do that right now. Make this video quick so we can all get ready for our weekends. Talk to you later. Okay, so let's start off with gold from yesterday. Okay, the trade I didn't take, but the same pattern repeated itself in oil a little bit later, and today in the RTY. Okay, so let's go down here and look at this. Remember, we're looking for the Donchian Channel to get pushed one way or another. We're looking to be after the open of the equity market, which is right here. And we're trying to get, in my opinion, I'm trying to be, if I'm north of the 5-minute red line, which is right here, I'm looking for longs. If I'm south of the 5-minute red line, I'm looking for shorts. But I need to get past I need to get past the equity markets opening if I really want to be, within my comfort zone of trading this instrument. So what happened? Well, we crossed right over the 5-minute red line, ran up, created a Donchian Channel high, which is, signal one that I'm looking for. I'm looking for those Donchian Channel highs and either a pullback to the 5-minute red line later, a little bit later in the day, or a smooth pullback, or a really smooth pullback, which really smooth means lower highs in sequence from here to here back to this gold line, and then take the break of the candle long. Now, I didn't take this trade because when this candle went all the way down, I'm sitting there going, what the heck? I mean, what the heck? I mean, to give you a perspective, meaning I lost confidence in the trade, because this is 78.50, and even where the gold line was when it got touched was 82.20. I mean, we're talking like $400 just right there in that one candle. So I did not expect this thing to come up, and then your entry would have been. So I didn't take this trade, just so you know. The entry would be 83.6, 20 ticks would be 85.6, which is right there. Anybody finding it interesting that these things are going about 20 ticks? I've talked about this. This is summer trading. I mean, it's going to be tough to find more than that on these trades, on these 1 minute gold line trades. 5 minute red line trade, totally different. If this was a valid 5 minute red line setup, the way I look at it, you can see what I'm talking about. I mean, there's just more to them. But anyway, so I didn't take this trade. But anyway, so let's talk about that exact same pattern happening in oil yesterday. Okay, and I got pretty aggressive with it. It came now. We had a push up Donchian Channel high, roll over, reach, and then this little thing right here that poked up above this is what kept me out of taking this trade right here, meaning the rejection of the overnight open. But you can see that rejection of the overnight open was a beauty. Again, should take you all the way back to your previous Donchian Channel high, which is exactly what, look at how quickly it did that. So anyways, off it goes and creates a new Donchian Channel high after a crossover of the red line. This is really nice. After a crossover of the gold line, see, we're down here and here's the gold line. So we crossed over. Now we're looking for that thrust. In this case, we're looking for that thrust up, and then that thrust back into our moving average. And that is exactly what we had happen right here. We had a Donchian high, we had a lower high, we had a lower high, we had a lower high. I entered off of here and off the break, up, boom, averaged in 4 contracts, 87, boom, done. That was my trade of the day yesterday. I do not specifically remember. Oh, I remember. I had my target up here a little higher. I think my target was 92. Yeah, my target was 92. We got up to 91. Okay. So knowing in my mind, and I'm just telling you what I did, knowing in my mind that we're having a hard time getting 20 ticks, especially in oil. Okay. I grabbed my stop and I dragged it up underneath the candle here that was pushing up, and I put my stop right in here at 87 with my target still being at 92. So I was trying to minimize my rejection. As you can see, that was a pretty smart move. There's just not the follow through. But the key is, did you get the reaction so that you can make money? And the answer to that question is absolutely. So that was my trade of the day yesterday. I took that at like 10, 20, something like that. And then I called it a day. So what does that mean? Well, I'll show you what that means. What that means is when the RTY was setting up today, the exact same trade. See, 9:30 is right here. That's where it opens. It's acting crazy, going down, whatnot. Then we get past like 9:45 and we roll up across The 5-minute red line, not that that matters. Not that that matters. Not, but what I do like is when we have a fresh cross from the other side of the gold line and we get a new daily high, a new Donchian high, sorry. And then we get a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, bam, bam, done. That was it. I'm done. I ran it back to the top of the Donchian Channel, which was a couple ticks short of the 20. It was 2 ticks short of the 20. Why did I do that? Well, I mean, that's just my my preference when we're at almost 20 here. I mean, we were at 18, and my trend is down in the market. I mean, this is a down trend. But anyway, so those are the trades I took. Oh, I did take, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I did take a for a little scalpy scalp. I did take an overnight open in oil today. Let me just see if I can find it. I did take one contract, little overnight open, dick and dunk, for $100 and some. Yeah, right here. So we had this overnight open run right up to the red line, bam, straight down into the overnight open. We had 2 candles form right here with a top. I was like, oh God, I can't just sit here and watch this. So I went from here to here, which is back to the red line, $110. And you can see, again, I'm looking for that reaction. That's the reaction. The reaction that we're going in one direction or another based off of experience of watching what happens off that overnight open. I didn't have enough confidence for it to blow through the red line. Those of you that have watched me before, you know I talk about 1, 2, 3, and that is the market has a tendency to test resistance 3 times. 3 times in if it's in a row. Well, let's look at this now. This is a 5-minute red line. Okay, so this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. What did 3 do? I mean, it's so often you get that 1, 2, 3. If I had seen to my left 2 times that we had already done this, recently, couldn't have been 4 hours ago, had to be recent. But if I had seen previously that we had done this, then I probably would have just put my stop right here and held this to go further. But that's not the case. I looked to my left. Again, I always tell people, I can't repeat this enough. If you look to your left, you'll know what the future tells you. I mean, it's so consistent. If you look to the left, you'll know what your future is going to be. Perfect example. Let's look at oil right here. Oil went to a Donchian Channel and daily high, smooth pullback, boom, boom, went long right here. Okay, rolled up, never pierced this. What did that mean? If we didn't pierce this, it meant we were going back down. It's just, if you look to the left, you can see what's going to happen to the right. Anyways, everybody have a good weekend. I'm going to try to continue to do these little videos because I have found this week me doing that has really helped my discipline. And it has, like in today's case, it has stopped me from trading once I've hit, my objective for the day. Okay, everybody have a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.